Hi everyone, welcome back to another reading. I am Muskan, and in today's reading, we are going to see how is your absence felt. What have the people or situations that you have left realized about you now that you are gone? This reading will give you clarity on what this particular individual or people think and feel about you leaving, and any other additional guidance or messages from your higher self or their higher self wants to give you. Some people will only start valuing you when you're no longer in their life. This is because they're not ready to appreciate what you have to offer, such as unconditional love. Sometimes they need your absence to become aware of how much they took you for granted, and that's why it is said that silence speaks louder than words. So, for today's reading, make sure that you guys keep in mind the particular individual or people that you are inquiring about or the situation that you have in mind. Just picture it and visualize it during the pile selection process, and whichever pile you feel drawn to the most will contain your reading. So as you guys can see, for today's reading we have 3 crystals for you guys to choose from, and just like always I will be showing you each crystal up and close one by one, and trust your intuition on this one. And now let's show you each crystal up and close one by one. The crystal for pile number 1 is rhodochrosite. The crystal for pile 2 is green calcite. The crystal for pile 3 is calcite. So I have shown you your options for today, and once you guys decide and pick your pile, don't forget to refer to the timestamps given in the description box below to refer to your reading. And now without any further ado, I will start channeling the messages for each pile, beginning from pile 1. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to this red colored crystal rhodochrosite, then this is your reading. So in today's reading we are going to see how is your absence felt once you leave certain people or situations. How do they feel? What are their thoughts? And if you have a certain person or individual or people in your mind, then this reading will give you clarity on what is felt in your absence. So we will begin off your reading by taking a look at some tarot cards, and then we will move on to oracle cards for any other additional messages. So let's dive in. So the first card that you guys, this is the crystal rhodochrosite that you were drawn to. It says rhodochrosite, relationships, healing, karmic lessons. Compassion runs through the veins of rhodochrosite, reminding you of your worth and capacity for self-love. A healer of relationships, rhodochrosite opens the heart for healthy communication and breakthroughs. It can attract soulmates into your life, building connections that often feel karmic or fated. Every lesson is for your highest good, and with that perspective, know that whatever is happening for you, not to you. Rhodochrosite encourages you to express your feelings and reinforces that it is safe to share who you truly are. And the zodiac signs that we have present here are Leo, Scorpio, and Aries. And for your tarot cards, let's dive in. So we have, the first is the 5 of emotions, which is the 5 of cups. Then we have the 10 of voices, which is the 10 of swords. My god. Then we have the Queen of voices in reverse. We have the muse of inspiration, which is the muse of wands. And then we have the lovers in reverse. Pile number 1, it feels like In your absence, people feel really, really low, sad, emotional, or in their feelings. The energy that is coming through here could be that of an ex or someone that you were really close with in the past. When you leave, people really feel like they have lost a very important connection in their life. It could make them feel like they are thinking about you for days, that they cannot get you out of their head, while you are the person who just have cut them off completely and don't really give a fuck about them anymore. And that really makes them like you even more. This kind of energy that's coming through is feeling like you could get the people who don't usually give a fuck about other people, or who are cold, or who are really harsh or rude or mean, or don't usually have a lot of emotions, or are emotionally shut down. You can even make them shed tears for you. That's how powerful your presence is. So, if you've had exes in your past who really weren't that emotional, know that being with you has really taught them how to be in their emotions, how to care about other people, how to think about what they have done, or how to think about what they have lost. You could have directly cut off from this person or these individuals or from this situation. With the Queen of Swords in reverse here, this is giving off the energy of someone who is really completely unbothered. They are protected from all directions. They've closed all the old doors. They've closed themselves off. They have set all the boundaries. People also feel like they are going downhill, like their mental energy is going downhill. It's like pushing them through the cliff and they're falling on the ground. It feels like they are just falling off of a cliff, or they are just falling off of a high position, because you are someone who brings a lot to the table. And it also feels like you guys really rise up to your worth, or you've really started to love yourself, leaving all these people behind. In your absence, people are able to see your true beauty. They are able to see how vibrant, exuberant, amazing, beautiful they are. Again, there's just this energy that they have lost, like an important soulmate, or an important friend, or an important co-worker, or an important person in their life. So there's a lot of sadness, like some of these people may even have cried a lot for you, or have gotten really, really emotional, or feel really emotional now that you are not in their life. And with the Lovers card in reverse, it could also make them feel like they are never gonna find someone like you again, and that's why they go in this downward spiral in their thoughts, that because you've left, or because now that you're no longer there and you've cut all the cords, you're no longer accessible from any direction, you've made yourself inaccessible. They go in a downward spiral in their head, that the worst has happened, that the doom has fallen upon them, and that they are never gonna find a good relationship or a good friend, or basically they cannot redo what they had with you. They can never have it again. So it's like a big loss that they have experienced. Also, like your absence could also make them feel like you've betrayed them, or that you've really put them in their worst place. You may have your reasons for doing that, for cutting yourself from them or leaving the situation, but for them it's like really huge. So, emotionally and mentally, people suffer in your absence. They feel like you've really, really made them feel like they have been defeated. That's how they feel, that you have penetrated their core self and you've hurt like the most vulnerable parts of them, or it's like the most vulnerable parts of them that they weren't aware of, that they do have emotions, that they do have these strong feelings towards you. Especially like for this pile, what's coming through is that for many of you, you did give a fuck about these people. You used to give a lot of energy to them. even like at your own expense. You were really soft, gentle, kind. You may even have overgiven to them and waited a long time for them, but they may have taken you for granted. And there was like an awakening that happened within you, or there's an awakening that happens within you, and you suddenly wake up to your worth. And once you do that, there is no going back. So you stop communicating with these people because you realize that they've pushed you too far, that they've crossed your boundaries, that they're not changed while you have given them chances over and over and over again. So just like this muse of wands, muse of inspiration, it's like fire. You create this impenetrable shield of boundaries and inaccessibility. You could have blocked this person from all directions, from all platforms, and cut yourself off from them. And there's now this impenetrable shield, just like this fire. It's like you cannot penetrate fire or you're gonna get burned. So, because they can't like grab onto you anymore, that's why it's so hurtful. Even like they could hear the echoes of their own words, their own actions. Like if someone like pile number one, so loving, so kind, such an important person, could turn their back and for so long, there's definitely something. It's like your absence leaves them echoes of their own words. So they weren't really aware or mindful of what they were thinking or doing while they were with you, or how they behaved with you. They were not really thinking it through or becoming aware of it. But once you've left or once you leave, that silence is so killing and it's so intentional on your part that they start to hear the echoes of their words that they were not aware of before. So that is also something that may cause them this hurt, or may cause them like sleepless nights, that oh my gosh, I said this, how could I do that? And there's a lot of regret. Your absence makes people regretful of how they treated you. Again, like there's a lot of message about relationships that's coming here. It's like you've cursed them in some way where they cannot like move on to a new beautiful healthy connection or relationship because they cannot find someone like you again. So there's a lot of regret and guilt that people experience in your absence. You are beautiful. You guys could be really, really beautiful. People could also really think about how gorgeous you are or how much you have grown up. There's just this energy that I'm receiving that you guys, in your absence, people really are left in awe about how beautiful you are, and you just keep becoming more beautiful. And in fact, after leaving these people, after cutting yourself off, you could have become like even more beautiful, more gorgeous, more energetic, because now your energy is no longer leaking. So they can see you become more energetic, more beautiful, maybe even traveling more, or just there's this beautiful glow up. You could have changed your hairstyle and it really suits you. So in your absence, people feel like you've become a completely new person, and they brought it on themselves because they did not value the person, the version of you that you were with them. So they brought it upon themselves, and that's why there's this so much regret and guilt around this connection in your absence. They could think about the conversations that you've had with them, or how much you used to talk to them now that you don't. And they could feel regret towards how much they did not value it, or how much maybe even they ghosted you, or they did not used to reply to you, or they did not used to like communicate properly with you. And now that they could be getting a taste of their own medicine, now they're able to see how much it hurts on the receiving side of such behavior. And there's a lot of moon energy here. So moon is a very emotional sign. It's also about psychic energy, night. So they could really be thinking about you during the night, like these people or this person could really get in their feelings during the night time. With the moon, Pisces and Cancer energy could also be significant. These could be significant zodiac signs, or the night time could be significant for this connection. This person could have sleepless nights, or these people could have like sleepless nights or have dreams about you, and it's just that they cannot get you out of their head. It's that simple. They cannot get you out of their head. Yes, pile number ones, you're that precious. So now let's take a look at your oracle cards for additional messages about how is your absence felt. So for your first card we have, will you listen? There's so many things I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? Will you believe me? So we have the champion, achievement, downfall. And then we have Leo again. We also had the Leo present in the crystal card. We have unicorn and we have the camel. Pile number ones, they feel that now that you guys have had a lot of achievements or are shining your light, you're too prideful to talk to them, or that you love yourself too much. You're glowing. You're just like this new version of yourself. We are not gonna dim your light in order to make them feel comfortable. Or you're not gonna allow whatever happened between you guys or the past to hold you back from living your fullest potential. So they see you from afar, maybe succeeding, having all these accomplishments, glowing, looking more beautiful, having more energy. They see you being strong and other people respecting you, or other people appreciating you and feeling gratitude towards them having you in their life. And you are just not giving a flying fuck about them anymore. And that is what has really penetrated to their core. So if they were like really hard from outside, it could have really been the heat they needed to crack that ice and make it melt into water. So that is what they feel in your absence, and they also feel like there is so much that they want to talk to you. They have a lot that they want to say to you, but they think that it won't matter to you, that you have moved on, that you have left them behind. So that is what they feel in your absence, that you are just like this person who has moved on and who is succeeding in their life and who only cares about themselves. So some of these people may think that you are a really selfish person for doing that. Some of these people may be really unconscious or even toxic, and they may think that they may blame you that she only cares about herself, or she has become just this person who doesn't care about me anymore. They left me behind. They are just winning in life and they don't care about what we had. And that could be a part of them deflecting what they did wrong, deflecting that onto you and blaming you for leaving while they did not appreciate you while they had you. So some of these people are really toxic. Others of these people are just plainly sad and resentful and regretful because they see that you've really moved on. Like, wow, she really doesn't care anymore, or she's really found her balance after this breakup or after this entire situation happened, because it does feel like there was some kind of a breakup or some sort of a argument or like a triggering point or a heated situation that caused you to cut yourself off from this person or these people, whatever it was. You could have even like cut off a lot of people at the same time with this Queen of Voices here in reverse. Yeah, so they feel like you are a really unique individual. With this unicorn and camel, the unicorn is very hard to find. Unicorns are like a rare sight. They are unique, they are magical, their presence is just so soothing and it makes people feel like anything is possible. So they see you making things possible for yourself, and they think that you are just leaving them behind, or they are not as successful as you, or will not be as successful as you. So maybe you were their support, or there is something that they were getting from this connection that now that they don't have it, it makes them really pessimistic about their own future. Yeah, so there's just this energy, maybe even of a little bit of jealousy, that you found your power back, that you are so prideful in yourself, that you see your worth. It's like that's their karma in and of itself, that you're having fun in life, that you are glowing, that you are becoming a better person, that you are becoming this empowered future self you. So let's read out the message for the camel card from the guidebook and see what this says. The camel can handle absolutely anything as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease. Even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger, the camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water, and being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveler and especially fond of trips to faraway lands. Calm, content, sparkle in the eye. Yeah, it feels like you guys have found your balance through the thick and the thin. Through this heated situation, you learned how to reconnect with your inner source, that you have found your inner spark, and now you're not afraid to shine it, that you are someone who can handle any situation. It doesn't matter what life throws at you, it doesn't matter how people behave, how much they hurt you, how much they take you for granted, how many harsh words they say to you, how much they betray you. It doesn't matter, because just like this camel who can take the heat of the desert and find the cool elixir from within, you can stay in the eye of the storm and learn to find your balance. So you navigated the situation all by yourself. Not only that, you came out winning. Not only that, you found your true light. Not only that, it's like that song from Selena Gomez is coming through, Lose You to Love Me, or that I'm So Rare. By losing these people, you found that you never really needed them, or they feel like you don't need anyone. You just don't need anyone, that they can offer nothing to you, that they have no use in your life, they are of no use to you, that they are useless and worthless, and they cannot add anything to your life because you're already so full of joy and abundance in your life, that you don't need anyone, that you're not dependent on them, that you're not gonna beg for their attention or their love, that you're this self-sufficient, independent person. And that is really sexy to them. That is so sexy to them that even if they did not care, or if they were the mean person in this situation, it has made their snow melt, it has made their heart melt, it has changed their perspective or how they think, or it has made them at least rethink the entire connection or see your true light. I feel like a lot of these people are really surprised from your glow up, like, wow, this is really the true face of pile 1. I really didn't pay attention to it while I had them. Like, wow, it's like you have a diamond in your pocket all along and you're looking for diamond outside of you, and once someone steals that diamond or it drops from your pocket, you realize that you had it all along but you just weren't taking care of it, and now you just have to be blinded by its lights, but it's not gonna be there anymore for you. Yeah. So now let's roll some astro dice to see how is your absence felt. For any other additional messages, how is pile 1's absence felt? So we have Jupiter, Gemini, and the second house. Yeah, so people felt like you brought a lot of good luck in their life. They also think that you're making a lot of money, that you've woken up to your worth, that a lot of people are respecting you, they are really appreciating you. You're basically like this shining star that is living a very joyous, optimistic life, and that you brought a lot of good luck into their life they don't have access to anymore, or that bad luck is gonna come to them. There's just this lingering worry or fear. I think these people are really kind of also afraid because they know they did you wrong. They know they did you wrong. Deep down, they are realizing that they did you wrong, and it's just they cannot take it back, they cannot undo it no matter what. And you could have really forgiven them. I think that they kind of feel that you could have forgiven them because you are shining, and you can't really shine if you haven't really learned to let go of people. And letting go comes from acceptance, and when we accept, natural forgiveness happens. So it doesn't mean that you have to actually go and talk to someone or tell them that I forgive you, but you finding your light and being connected to your spirit is kind of making them a little bit regretful, or kind of making them afraid that they are going to experience karmic retribution of what they did, or that luck is not going to be on their side anymore. Or they could have experienced moments or situations that were really painful, or that are really not working out for them. It's like a lot of things may not be working out for them. For example, if this was an ex and they really hurt you and they never took accountability and they really didn't treat you right, they could have not manifested a new relationship. Or because of this, they may have this fear that they're not gonna manifest a new relationship, a person better than you, or they've just attracted this bad luck into their life because of what they did to you. And with the second house, they could feel like you have a lot of money, that you're getting more beautiful, attracting a lot of abundance in your life, that you've gained a lot of wealth, that you're just moving, you're hustling, you're in the hustling mode, pile number ones, while they are in their heads, not able to sleep, not able to find their balance. And I think that this could be something related to what they have said to you. Maybe there was a lot of like backstabbing, maybe they talked behind your back, or they said abusive words, or they did not communicate in the right manner or effectively, or did not value communication. And because of this, now they are realizing, or they are just, it's just like their throat chakra was blocked. And now that you are kind of mirroring their behavior, and you're not even intentionally doing that, you've just moved on, I can see that, and then it's actually working out in your favor. Now that they are thinking that how much they could have said to you, or they are craving wanting to talk to you, or even like craving you talking to them and them not like reciprocating that back to you because that made them important. So they are kind of missing being an important person in their life, which by the way they did not like value completely. I think that this person underestimated you, or these people really underestimated you a lot. They may even have not thought that you could succeed this much, or you could become like this, such an independent, successful version of you that you're becoming now. So they are really in their heads, overthinking, anxious, sleepless nights, worrying, not being able to make clear decisions, confused. Yeah, really, but the communication is really blocked here. And I think that this is their lesson, this is their karma. So now let's take a look at some charms. Let's shuffle out some charms for you guys for additional messages. How is file number 1 absence felt? The eyes are closed. How is file 1 absence felt? Okay, Spirit is asking me to take this one. So this one is the Knight of Swords. Yeah, they just want, they miss being able to talk to you at any time of the day, at any time that they want. They just want to barge in your life and just break all your boundaries and just make you talk to them. They think that you owe them conversations, that you owe them, that they own a spot in your life because you were once an important person. They may even be like a little bit angry at you, but that anger is just on the outside. Inside, they are like really suffering. Pile number ones. So the next charm we had, this is the wolf howling at the moon. So yeah, this person is in their feelings about you. They are howling at, just like this wolf, they are howling at the night time, looking at the moon. And the wolf really, they moan, they howl at the moon when they have lost a dear pack member. So this person could really have sleepless nights again. They could have a lot of dreams. The moon could remind you of them. It's like because you've cut all contact, just like old school movies or old school romantic cliche gestures. They could be looking at the moon and thinking that, well, now that I don't have access to this person anymore, nature is the only way that maybe when I look at the moon, does this person think of me, or are they thinking of me because they're looking at the same moon as well? Your absence haunts people. Pile number one, your absence really haunts people with this really scary skeleton, what looks like a vampire bat or like a bat. There's so much that was hidden within them that they have become aware of, like their shady behavior, their nasty thoughts, like how full of shit they actually are. It's all crawling back to them. It's like all the snakes in the closet are coming out. I think that you were really enabling a lot of their behavior. You acted as an enabler, and having you in their life, they could really keep their ghosts, their own shadows at rest and not having to face them. And now that they are gone, it's really haunting them. Haunting is the right word. And the snake also reminds me of like a shady person with shady behavior. So that could signify what they could have done to you. Yeah, but there's just this energy of not feeling their best self, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to move forward. It's like really haunting them. It really haunts them because you are the kind of person who can see the best in other people. You could be a very loving, compassionate, kind, gentle person who wants to see other people grow. And these people, I think they have some idea or clue that the universe is going to be working in your favor because you're a good person, and it makes them feel like they are a villain. And they also feel like stupid. They feel stupid in your absence. They feel like they are stupid and they've been so immature. I don't know if they are really realizing that they were immature, but they do feel really stupid. And the zodiac signs that are present here are Scorpio. Well, Scorpio we have again. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, Taurus, and we also have with the muse of inspiration, we have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Wow, we have the same signs repeating themselves. And the lovers, we have Gemini again. So these zodiac signs could be your significant zodiac sign placement, sun, moon, or rising, or theirs. So yeah, you are really one of a kind. Pile number ones, losing you is not a small thing, it's a big thing. Just keep listening to your highest self and keep shining your light, because people do need to learn their own lessons in their own time, and you're not here to control them or to change their behavior or to change the course of their own journey. This is something that they have to do on their own. So pile number ones, these are all the messages that I have for you guys today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. If you like this reading, make sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel. And also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you would like to see more readings like these. And if this reading really brought some clarity to you and you really liked it, you can also support me through the link in the description box below if you feel like doing that. and I'm so grateful for channeling these messages for you guys today. I will see you in the next video. Hi pile number 2s, welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to green calcite, the second crystal, then this is going to be your reading all about how is your absence felt. So as you guys know, in today's reading we are going to find out how people feel and think in your absence. If there's particular situation or person that you're inquiring about, you're going to find clarity on where they're at, just what they feel in your absence, that now you have gone, you left those people or those situations, what you bring to the table that's so precious. So we will begin off your reading by taking a look at some tarot cards, and then we will move on to oracle cards for additional details and charms later on for more messages from your higher self. So the first card that you guys were drawn to, without any further ado, let's dive in. So this is the green calcite. It says fertility, abundance, growth. Nature is calling. Green calcite attracts abundance surrounding you in a forest of clarity, positivity, and heightened awareness, akin to the great outdoors. Green calcite transmutes stagnant old beliefs into the courage to explore outside your comfort zone. As with nature, there is beauty in the imperfect, and growth occurs only when we allow ourselves the room to expand. Green calcite opens the heart and third eye chakras, helping you to let go of past resentments and planting seeds for your growth and expansion. And the zodiac signs that are present here are Cancer, Libra, and Taurus. So now let's take a look at your tarot cards. Let's dive in. So for your tarot cards, we have Justice. Ooh, we are beginning with Justice. Then we have Hanged Man. Then we have the Ten of Inspiration, which is the Ten of Wands in reverse. We have the Fool in reverse and the Strength in reverse. Pile number 2, it feels like your absence really makes people pay their karma, because the first card we have here is the Justice card. I feel that this person or these people in your absence, they may realize or become aware of how much they were taking advantage of you, how much they were being unfair to you, and how much they were not treating you rightly or giving you the credit that they should have given to you. In your absence, these people feel like, or this person, they feel like it only makes sense that this person is no longer in my life because I was not treating them right anyways. I'm also receiving this energy of someone who is so pure and innocent, or even like naive in a good way, like naive in a way where they want everyone to grow and expand, they want everyone to be happy. They're not like a competitive person. If anything, they would go the extra mile to see other people succeed or be loyal to a fault to them. Such people are sometimes a magnet for attracting people who will take advantage of them, or who will not like appreciate them, or who will see it as a weakness. So I think that they feel that it only makes sense that you're no longer in their life. They're also paying the karma of how they behaved with you, because they are living a very stagnant life. They feel that they cannot move forward, that they cannot climb the ladder to success, just that they were able to when you were with them. I'm seeing the vision of someone of, you know how when we are in high school we like this one person, or we are so loyal to this one friend or person that we really like and we hang out with, who just doesn't want to complete their assignments, and we take on their burden and complete their assignments for them because we don't want them to fail, or we don't want them to have lower grades, or for the love that we have with them, or whatever it is. It could even be like a codependent behavior. And once we stop doing that, that person starts being called to the principal's office every week, and they are being scolded by teachers because their mask is falling off. There's no one to handle the pressure, no one to tell them that this is the assignment you have to submit the next week, or this is the work that you have to do. So this is like a careless person energy that I'm receiving here, that these people or this person, they may be really careless innately, and you could be someone who's really good at dealing with things. So that's why they could have really taken advantage of you, or not treated you rightly, or even like paid you fairly with the energy exchange, or even like acknowledgement or respect for your existence. It's like an assistant who does all the work but never gets credit, and the boss is like really dumb. I don't know why that analogy is coming through, but it's just an example. And that assistant or that person who's on the side, or who's always like carrying all the burden, that they deserve to be like on top, they deserve to be the boss or the leader, because they have all these qualities. Just because they're a little bit humble doesn't mean that they will have to be a pushover. And once they realize their worth, once they're absent and they leave that situation, my gosh, they will kill anything they do. They will shine because they were born to shine, and they're such a pro at what they do. Your absence makes people feel like they don't know how to handle their shit. It makes them feel like they cannot control you anymore. And they pay instant karma for how they treat you. So, just like as I was giving an example, that you don't know how to handle your work because all your work was being handled by this person that you were not really respecting or acknowledging, and once they resign from that position, or once they stop taking your bullshit, or once they remove yourself from them, then immediately there's just this calls upon calls, or loads and loads of work, or these responsibilities that you don't know how to handle, or this emotional baggage, even like emotional baggage that you don't know where to outlet. This person could have even been like very controlling towards you. They liked controlling you, even giving you orders or telling you what to do, when in fact you were the one bearing the burden of their toxic behavior, or tolerating them all along because you saw the goodness in them, because you wanted to see them grow. You thought that they would change, but your absence, instant karma is being delivered to them. You are such a talented person that you can succeed in your sleep. Like literally, I'm not even exaggerating. You are chill, you're vibing with yourself, you're happy, you're relaxed, you're shining your light. They just don't have access to it. They cannot dump their bullshit on you anymore. That is what they find intimidating. They are really stuck. Pile number two is people feel really stuck and lost when you leave. They feel like they cannot begin again, they cannot move on, they cannot grow, they cannot evolve without you. Even if like they are moving on in their life, having you in their life gives them the push that they need to go to the next level. It's like when you're in a group of friends, you would be the friend who, instead of gossiping about other people, would actually talk about ideas, would actually talk about new possibilities. You were undervalued in this connection. They undervalued you. There was not an equal energy exchange. They were undervalued you. You were giving more than you were receiving. In your absence, they are able to see that they never really gave to you how much you deserved. And it feels like you've left them hanging, that they don't know. It's like their entire world has gone upside down. It's hanging really heavy on them. I think that they are paying huge karma for what they have done to you. They are paying huge karma. Your absence and you not being controlled by them anymore, or not enabling their behavior anymore, that is the biggest karma that they are experiencing. There's also this feeling of like falling apart. It's their life is falling apart. They don't know how to do this, they don't know how to do that, they don't know how to do this. It's like you were really like this therapist person, because we also have like a lot of Cancer and Libra energy present here. So these are the cardinal signs. They are the change makers, they are the go-getters. They take the first bold move that is needed to towards that journey on success. They're not afraid to take upon new things. They're not afraid to try new things, and they are like the trendsetters of our society. They feel like they don't have this freshness anymore, exuberance anymore, of constant change. Like, change is the only constant. You're constantly thriving for the next new thing in a good way, where you're constantly growing and expanding and welcoming more and more and more abundance into your life. They don't have that momentum in their life anymore. That is what they feel in your absence. So now let's take a look at some oracle cards for more additional details of how they feel once you have left them. So for your oracle cards, we have "You hurt me." Everything that happened hurt me so much, I need more time to heal. The Shepherd, celebration, family. We have 10th house, elephant, and we have the butterfly. Pile twos, I'm not gonna lie to you. This person or these people, their energy is so unreliable. It's so not grounded in reality. They feel like a very avoidant kind of person. Their energy is very avoidant, not willing to do the work, but wanting all the success in the world, but wanting to have their things done. So it's like they're very childish or immature or kiddish in that way. Like, let's read out the message for the Shepherd card from the guidebook. You'll understand this better. It says, on a gentle grassy rise just beyond the citadel, white spotted ghosts split and grace. The sun bathes the hills in the warmth. Heavy-headed dandelions nod lazily, and all is peaceful. From under a shady tree, the shepherd watches their flock, the bell at the end of their croak ringing out over the slopes. It's a simple life, but the shepherd knows how to celebrate the pleasure of loving and loving well. A is a leader and a parental figure. They ensure that their flock doesn't go astray no matter the weather or the direction. It's time for you to look to your own relationships, family or otherwise, and reach out to them just as the shepherd guides their flock. Don't be afraid to take the leading hand where it's needed. Someone needs to step up, and right now, that's you. So the universe is actually putting divine obstacles, divine lessons, divine delays or rejections in this person's path to teach them how to take accountability for their actions or to take ownership for their life. But in your absence, they're kind of blaming you. They're thinking or feeling that you left them when they needed you the most, or you leave them when they need you the most. When in fact, at that time, they are the ones who should do that work. It's their responsibility, it's their job, but they expect you to do their job. And then when you're not there, you show them the tough love because you know that you don't have to do their job or you don't enable their toxic behavior. Then they blame you that it's like they're making you the scapegoat for not wanting to take accountability. So I'm not really liking this person's energy. Pile number 2, and that's why we have the elephant and the 10th house here. 10th house is the house of work. It's about getting back on track with your to-do list and regaining the strength or the willpower to accomplish what you need to accomplish. It's about work. It's about doing the hard work that is needed. It's about being responsible. It's all about discipline. So this person doesn't really want to be disciplined, and you have that discipline. So in your absence, they feel like the universe is putting too much pressure on them, or they are just like this extremely fragile butterfly who has like a broken wing or like a broken leg, or they are just a special person. They're specially aided and they can't do this and they can't do that, when in fact really they are lazy. They are mentally lazy, and they may also be like physically lazy or even like distracted. So they may see you succeeding, they may see you getting all your shit done, handling all your responsibilities, and the universe removing all the delays or obstacles. It's like it feels to them from afar that everything is like a smooth sailing for you. And in fact, you are a hardworking person. You are someone who does the work, who goes the extra mile, who doesn't just sit around and wait for people or blame them for what is their responsibility, for what they aspire to manifest. So they think that you're just moving on and you're just attracting all this abundance, and they are kind of intimidated by it. They know that you deserve it, but it's their ego that wants to blame it on you, that you left them when they needed you the most, and their failure is your responsibility, or it's because of you, and the universe is kind of punishing them. And by the way, the universe will and is putting a lot of obstacles in this person's journey. They are not getting what they want from life. They are really not. They are not able to control you. They are not able to control your success. They are not getting quick rewards just like they used to. They are not able to just get away with things just like they used to. And they are kind of having to face the harsh, cold fate or the face of reality. It's like a very much Saturnian energy is coming through, like the planet Saturn is really coming through. Wouldn't be surprised if they're going through like a Saturn return or something, or just this energy of where they finally need to learn to take ownership for their life, to get their lazy bum out of bed and for once do something productive with their life, or at least question where they are moving in life. So this could even be like a family member who got used to like putting everything on your shoulders or blaming everything on you. So this could be the case where anytime something went wrong in their life, they would blame it on you, and you would be the one to be playing their rescuer or the scapegoat in that situation. But you don't have to do that anymore. You're not doing that anymore. So this is what the universe wants you to know, that you deserve justice. And that is why the universe is taking care of them in your absence. They're trying to teach them a lesson. The elephant is associated with the Lord Ganesh. We are all about removing obstacles, about creating a beautiful flow of change and abundance into our life, allowing the blessings to manifest, and clearing our path off of things that block those manifestations. So this person is experiencing a lot of blocks because they need to learn how to deal with those blocks. They need to learn how to overcome the challenges. And while they are experiencing that, they see you transform. They see that you have this rare gift of transforming, like how you stay in your cocoon and you work on yourself, and then you just transform. You just go through these cycles where you're constantly changing and changing and changing. It's like a very fast paced, fast moving energy. You're vibing really really high. So while you are vibing really high, they miss taking your, it's like an energy vampire. They miss like sucking energy out of that momentum and making things turn in their favor, and then making it look like they did it or that they deserved it, when in fact they are extracting that energy mentally, emotionally, or physically from you, from your work, from the work that you do on yourself, from the energy that you generated from within. So now let's roll some astro dice. How is my pile tools absence felt? Yeah, look, again we have the 10th house. We have the 10th house once again. They could even have like a whole new form of respect for you. We have also the Leo. Yeah, so they really appreciate you deeply. They appreciate how hardworking you are, how you shine your light, how intelligent you are, how you come up with new ideas. They miss taking ideas from you, they miss copying you, they miss that abundant energy. They miss like hanging out with someone who is so successful or who is on the right path, but I don't think that they were matching that energy, or they brought something to your life, or they like nourished you. You were like a breath of fresh air to this person, while they were like a, sorry to say this, but they were like stinking. They were stinking a lot. They were like a pile of garbage, and I really sound really judgmental right now, but it's not like they're real garbage. It's just that there's so much stuff that they have not cleared in their life, or they're just like their energy is feeling very messy and lazy, and so yeah, they really like to think a lot of themselves, but that doesn't really manifest in their physical reality. So they see you succeeding. In your absence, they're able to see how hardworking you actually were, how much things you get done, and how famous you are, or how much other people look up to you, or how much like they looked up to you. You are someone that they really respect, they look up to, but they like to steal that energy from you. They like to steal their energy, and even like for some of you guys, this could only be true for some of you, but also what's coming through is, have you heard that line or that saying that says, keep your enemies close? So if someone is like low-key jealous of you or of your potential, they will be closer to you, because that way they will be able to watch each and every move that you are making and kind of like make sarcastic comments about it, or like try to covertly ruin those things for you that you may succeed in. People don't just give you an evil eye just by doing something extremely horrible to you, but by constantly knowing about your plans, talking about them, and giving you the wrong opinion, or like not appreciating you. It's like you share a new idea with them or something new that you're about to do, and they are completely silent. That is also like a form of evil eye, because in that moment the person who is sharing, if they are vulnerable and they have this inner need to be appreciated, to be acknowledged, to have people in their life who can encourage them, at that time that can really feel like disencouraging to that person. It can feel like a disencouragement, kind of low-key jealous, and you hurt me, they could blame you that you were the one who are hurting them, but they know deep down, and the universe will teach them deep down. I think the universe is really putting them in their place in your absence. You don't really have to do anything. If anything, just keep moving away from this person. Don't overshare your ideas. Keep shining, but don't like get them know your ideas or what you're about to do next. Even if like they stalk you or they try to look into your life, whatever it is, let them be like an audience. They no longer have to have access to every single thing that you do and know everything about your life. You don't really have to do much about this person other than just keep your distance from them and let them take accountability. Do not enable their behavior anymore. Pile number twos. So now let's take a look at some charms. Let's shuffle out and roll out some charms for you guys. So my eyes are closed while I'm shuffling, while I'm rolling these charms. How is my pile number two absence felt? How is my pile two absence felt? Wow, we have a lot, and this devil is also kind of wanting to come out. So oh my gosh, okay, so let's start with this one. We have two charms that are quite the same. Well, they are literally the same. So this depicts bird in a cage. Again, it's giving out the message of not being able to control you anymore. Yeah, so in their absence they feel like you've really freed yourself from them. Well, I'll keep this here just to remind you of the intensity of the situation. They are not able to control you anymore, and they don't like it. Yes, you've given them the tough love. Look, we have rose with the thorns, like I love you, I have supported you enough, and I can love you from afar, and I don't really hate you, and I'm not really gonna take my revenge out on you, because I have 10 productive things to do and I really need to move forward. You guys are really giving off a lot of Capricorn energy also, because, and yeah, by the way, Capricorn is also like a cardinal sign. Yeah, so I love you from afar, but I'm giving you this tough love because I've had enough of you. So they think that you've given them the tough love, that you're being harsh on them. They're really feeling this Capricorn energy, this Saturnian energy from them, that you're being strict with them or harsh with them. And look, we have the devil, when in fact they just want to, it's like they want to be they want you to be their wing person. They want you to think that you need them, but in fact they need you, and they want to keep you stuck in this connection. They are not able to, like, they're kind of a very codependent person. Pile number 2 is a very codependent person. So next we have the heart charm and the horse charm. So the heart charm makes me think that we had a second heart, we have two hearts here. So it makes me think that this person does have love for you or does want to be with you. But again, as I was saying before with this devil, that they want to kind of possess you or possess your energy or want you to be stagnant with them. It's like they want to be in this comfort zone with you. But when you grow and evolve beyond your comfort zone, it makes them uncomfortable. It's the kind of energy where if someone leaves the hometown or they leave the old job or the old situation where there was also like a co-worker or a friend who was in the same hometown or in that same situation, they see that it's not good for them, but they want to stay in that situation. And if someone close to them leaves because they were so codependent on that person, then they blame them. They build bitterness or resentment towards that person because they want to stay in a comfort zone. So they want other people to also not get out of their comfort zone and reach for the extra mile and to grow and evolve. So you are the kind of person who pushed them out of their comfort zone, and now life is pushing them out of their comfort zone, and it's like 10 times harder for them. They are shown, or they have to come face to face with the things that they did not think through, with how reckless and careless they have been in their life, how much they have put under the rug, and how many details that they need to tend to in their life. So we have the horse here, and we also have the dragon here. So the horse kind of reminds me of the Braveheart, that was courageous and brave, that movie called the Braveheart, and that horse was completely untamed in that movie. People made 100 attempts to capture this horse, to claim this horse, to own it, but this horse, Braveheart, they were so courageous. It was so courageous and so unstoppable because freedom meant the most to them. So they feel that you have escaped the prison, you've freed yourself from this connection, and not just that, you've freed yourself from the limitations of your past self, your past life. And in your absence, they have to like face the fact that they are not connected with their inner fire, that the universe is pushing them to stop being on the effect side of life and start being on the cause of it, where they are causing the manifestations in their life to happen, where they are taking the charge, they are being in the front row, they are being in the driver's seat of their reality, and stop complaining or having this petty victim energy that I can't do this, it's because of other people, I don't have enough power. So they are being forced to step into their personal power, and they are watching you already being in that space. They can see and they know, and they're thinking about how much from the get-go your inner fire was already lit, and you created so much from your inner abilities. It's like you are like a treasure box to this person. You have so much treasure within you, and these treasures refer to your inner soul's gifts, and from that you create your reality. But above all, it's your go-getter energy that attracts this person the most, that if you want something, you go and get it. And that is something that the universe is teaching them, to take their own power back and to stop giving it to other people. Because if you are someone who gives away your power to other people by constantly being codependent on them, then obviously you are also taking their power away, because you want to control them constantly. You want to keep the bird in the cage. So it could have been that, just like these two birds are in the same cages, it's like two people had similar upbringings or similar energies or similar interests, something like that. Some similarities are there, but one got away. One chose to not be under the influence or at the mercy of the fate and choose to write their own story, and the other is kind of codependent and kind of blaming the other person and also kind of distracted. So they think about how much growth they have to do within themselves and how much they were able to grow with you and how they can plant the seeds of growth in their life. But it's like they're just beginning in your absence. Once you've left, they're just beginning to learn how to sow the seeds while you are out there already bearing the fruits of your labor, of your hard work. And with this bear is an aloof animal. They are fierce, ferocious, courageous, and intimidating to other people, other creatures. They go alone. They are not like a very social animal. So this bear represents the fact that they are really intimidated by you. This person is intimidated by you, and they kind of lost you in the woods. You went on, you said your goodbyes. For some of you, this could be the case that you just left and you set boundaries and you went on your own journey. You escaped. You freed yourself from this connection and these limitations. So they see you as this person who they do have love, but more than love, they are intimidated by your success and your growth and how you are able to constantly grow. Yeah. They have to start watering themselves. They have to start watering their dreams and their ideas and their plans, and they have to start getting their own shit together if they really want to move forward in their life. So the zodiac signs that are present here, we had Cancer, Taurus, Libra again, we have Pisces, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Leo, Capricorn, Gemini, and then we have Leo again. So you are really meant to shine. Pile number 2, you are meant to shine and keep shining. You cannot blame someone for being a hardworking person. You cannot blame someone for dreaming big and manifesting big dreams into their physical reality. You cannot blame someone for wanting a life where they are free, where they're using their free will to create their life. So all that you have to do is just keep doing you and walking upon your journey courageously. It's not your responsibility. And I think that as you do that, you will find more and more success and more people looking up to you and respecting you and acknowledging you and appreciating you, and more abundance will come into your life. People have to learn their lessons in their own time. They have to learn how to take accountability for their life and to be willing to do the work. If someone is not dedicated, if they are not committed, they have to face their non-commitment towards things. You cannot blame someone for being committed in their life and growing and evolving if you're not the one who has the dedication or the discipline to do that. It's a personal lesson. It's a personal responsibility to learn how to be disciplined with one's lives if you want to create your life and not be at the mercy of what life throws at you. So pile number 2, I'm so proud of you that you guys are already doing that. Keep doing you and you will attract more abundance. Don't worry about this person. The universe is taking care of them and teaching them. They have their own guides and their higher self. You don't have to take their responsibility. Keep doing you, and by not enabling their behavior, that is the biggest service that you're doing to yourself and listening to your higher self. So pile number 2, these are all the messages that I have for you today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. If you like this reading, make sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel. And also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you'd like to see more readings like these. And if this reading gave you a lot of clarity or was of great significance to you, then you can also support me through the link in the description box below if you feel like doing that. I'm so grateful for channeling all these messages for you guys today. I hope that you guys stay blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Hello pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So if you guys were drawn to the third crystal, calcite, then this is your reading. If you have a specific person or people in your mind, then you will receive clarity on how they are feeling or thinking now that you're gone or in your absence. So we will begin off your reading by taking a look at some tarot cards, and then we will move on to oracle cards for additional details and also some charms for additional messages. So without any further ado, let's dive in. So for your first crystal card, we have calcite. It says amplify, cleanse, open, double trouble. Calcite has a unique optical quality. When you are looking through the stone, it appears doubled. Calcite can amplify energy for higher awareness and healing, pairing well with other crystals and taking on their attributes to increase their metaphysical abilities. A powerful dissolver, calcite transforms negative energy for release and renewal. It also aligns the chakras, releasing the aura of toxicity and renewing energy flow. Calcite reminds you that there is always a new beginning. You just have to decide when to start. And the zodiac signs that we have here are Cancer, Taurus, and Libra. And now for your tarot cards, let's dive in. Let's see what your tarot cards are. So the first card we have here is the Hermit. Then we have the Muse of Voices. We have the Ten of Materials in reverse. We have the Knight of Emotions. And we have the Six of Emotions. Pile number 3, first of all, your beginning card says double trouble. So what I want to say is that your absence actually affects people and impacts people more than other people's absence, or much more than you would think it does. And in fact, if there were people in your life that you left, or you're no longer in those people's lives, or you've left those situations, and you think that it's no big deal, things would have moved on, or I did not matter that much to that person anyways, that's not true at all. Your impact is multiplied, your absence is felt double. So with the Hermit here starting off your reading, it feels like your absence makes people feel lonely. It makes them feel like they don't belong anywhere. It makes them feel like they are left alone. It also makes them soul search a lot. And you could be someone also who is like an introverted person, but not like a closed hearted person. But when you leave people's lives, you're no longer in their life, you're absent, it kind of breaks them open. It breaks them open because you have this rare ability of providing emotional support, nurturance, love, making people feel loved and comforted is one of your qualities when you are in their life. So they feel that they belong with you because you understand them, you hold space for them, you soothe their emotions, you calm them. So they have this sense of belongingness when they are with you, because you could be someone who is very understanding, empathetic, very sensitive towards their emotions and how they feel. So it's like a big connection that they have with you, whether they realize it consciously or not. And that's why in your absence they feel like they are lost, they feel like they are completely alone, that they are deserted, that they are starving and hungry for your loving energy, And just like there's this desert that's shown here, it's like there's no one around them like you. There's no one that provides them with this comfort like you do. Pile number 3 is you cannot be replaced. So they go through this inner purge. It's like they're being broken open when you're absent in their life, and because of that purge, all the pain that they were suppressing may come out. Even like people may experience physical ailments, and that is simply because they're energetically purging out you not being in their energy field anymore. So I think that you could definitely be an empath. This pile could definitely be an empath, because empaths, just like this crystal calcite, wherever they go, they act like a sponge where they absorb other people's negative energy sometimes by feeling into it, feeling into their pain. They even like cry out themselves or feel extremely sad in their sadness, depressed in their depression, angry in their anger, irritable in their irritation. And basically, they share that negative emotion with that other person, and that is how they are able to neutralize that energy. So that is why people feel really, really belonged with you. But when you become an empowered empath, you realize that you don't have to act as sponge for everyone, otherwise you will have no energy left to create your own reality. And that is why when you leave, it's like they have to bear the weight of their own energy, because they have to face the coldness or the harshness or the lonely place this world becomes without you. You're such a heart-centered, pure-hearted, beautiful person. So the world becomes a really lonely place without you. It feels like the world has lost its fragrance, its warmth, or its comfortable space. You bring people comfort, you bring softness into their life. It's like you baby them. Like, even we have this Cancerian energy, they could feel like they are held in your safe space, whoever it may be. And with the Knight of Emotions and Six of Emotions in reverse here, in your absence, people can't get over you, to be honest, period. People cannot get over the memories that they shared with you. It's like replaying in their head over and over and over again. And they go back into their head thinking what they should have, could have, would have done. And they really want you back. They really want you back, but they will not reveal it to you. They will hide themselves instead. They will hide themselves. They will be in this hermit mode. Or maybe you could be someone who maybe have cut them off or are not communicating with them. If that is the case, they really want to reach out to you, recreate those memories, or experience that all over again, but they are really shy to come towards you. They are really, really shy, just like this Knight of Emotions. So yeah, they are stuck in the old memories that they had with you, good or bad, and they just can't get over it. They can't delete those memories. They are stuck in those memories. It's very difficult to move on from you. Pile number 3 is you leave a huge impact on people's psyches. You leave a huge impact in their hearts. You touch their core, you touch their heart. And even if they do not realize the depth and intensity of it in the moment, when you leave, that is when they are realizing how much you meant to them or how much light you brought into their life. Like with this Knight of Emotions, I'm also picking up like a lot of romantic energy. I don't know if this pile who picked up, you had like exes or old connections that haven't been able to move on from you, or the memories that they created with you, or they still go over thinking about those memories over and over and over and over again. It's like replaying over and over again and fantasizing about you, romanticizing about you, and still like living in their head. They are living those memories again and again because now you are absent. And with this 10 of materials in reverse, again, your absence makes people feel like they don't belong with you. The 10 of materials in reverse makes me feel like you could be someone who does have a lot of love to give. You share this love openly, and a lot of people get attracted to you because of that. They can see you attracting new people, new connections, new love, or being in this heart centered space, this warm, cozy, close centered, intimate energy, and they miss being a part of your close circle. They miss feeling like they have everything. It's like you are a complete package with this line of materials. You have everything to offer. You're kind, you're generous, you're supportive, just like this calcite that increases the abilities of even like other crystals. So you go really well in social situations. If you're an introvert, then the way that this could apply to you is not that you just want to go out and talk to everyone. No, it's just that when you're in a social situation, you're very good at reading other people's energy, or very good at like sensing what mood other people are in, or being compassionate towards them, or like compromising, or like tolerating their behavior, or seeing from their perspective. It's a very fluid, flexible, and just a very effortless energy that is not like a rigid energy that this world can sometimes show to us, that the people of the world can sometimes seem really really rigid to us. So you are like a warm hug in this cold world, and when you are absent, they can really feel it, that they are no longer a part of your close circle. It's like a huge bonus being expired without you having used it. It's like a huge loss. It's like a huge loss. You lost something that was really expensive, that was really costly. It's like a very heavy loss. Yeah, that I want to be in this person's space. I want to feel their energy. It feels so good. It feels so safe. It feels so amazing. I want to be with them. I want to be their partner again. Want to be their friend again. It's like I want to be in this cozied, tied up. I'm seeing like the vision of like a bonfire, of how in cold weather people sit around like a in a bonfire and just cozy up and share light-hearted times together. Yeah, so they really miss that. It's like your presence is enough. You don't even have to do that so much. Pile number 3s. And with the muse of swords or the muse of voices, it feels like you guys escaped this situation. With the kites here, it feels like you floated above these people, you floated above this entire situation. You really removed yourself from it, and also like in your absence they could think about how they can reach out for you. It could also mean that they really like your voice. For some of you, I'm hearing that as well, like your voice is really soothing and comforting. The muse of swords, or the it's also the page of swords, it can sometimes also depict like communication, social media platforms, online platforms, things like that. So in your absence they might think about how they can reach out to you. For some of you, they could even like be stalking you, or watching you from afar, because we have these kites here, and kites fly high above in the sky. Yeah, so the think about of how far away you have moved. I think for some of you guys that you moved really far away from these people, or this situation, or this individual. You don't talk to them anymore. You've floated above, like you've removed yourself from their life very very gracefully, just like this dancer, looks like a ballet dancer. You've removed yourself from it very effortlessly. You've, just like the winds of change came and took you away from their life, because they could have been like really careless with you, or whatever the reason was, and there was no one else to replace you. But they could have thought at that time that there were people to replace you. It's like with this spiral here, it's like what goes around comes around. So they could have thought that they would find better people than you. Yeah, but it's all coming back to them. I think that people don't really recognize how valuable you are until you leave. Until they don't no longer have this softness. And there are so many roses here. You guys, I'm really getting a lot of love energy. Love energy. What they miss the most about you is the love. And you have like a lot of people. For some of you, a lot of you could definitely have people from your past that miss what you had to offer in relationships with them. Yeah, even like romantically, they miss being that important to you, or having that side of you. In your absence, they think about your chats with them, your texts with them. They may read it over and over again and try to feel comfort in that, but nothing can. You guys, this energy is very dry. They cannot replace you. They cannot replace you, and it's a very emotional energy. But I am seeing that these people, they still have their guard up. They do have a lot of things that they would like to express to you, but they have their guard up when it comes to you. There could even be like some sort of an embarrassment in expressing how they feel, or they feel that you've moved on quickly and you would turn them down. There's also something about you guys using your words to set boundaries with them, and there is nothing that they can speak back, or it's like you've left them speechless with the way you talked last time. That's also coming through. A lot of these people who really miss you or that are coming through in this reading are actually the people that you spent your childhood with, or that were around you, or were very important to you during your childhood. Definitely old friends, even members of the family, or even relatives, or even like your early relationships. I'm also hearing that in your absence, they really crave your energy. We have this hermit with the desert here, and the Knight of Cups is like so much water energy. So it's like they crave your energy. It's like they have a thirst for your energy. It's like taking water away from a thirsty person, or taking someone's oxygen away. So it's like taking someone's vital basic needs away. I am getting a feeling that it could have been that this energy source, which was you, may not have been taken that much care of or handled with that much love or respect, or would not have been reciprocated enough. You were always like the giver, giver in every connection. They crave your energy deeply. They really crave it, and they just want to fulfill it. They want to quickly fulfill it somehow. It's like they're desperate for your attention. They're desperate for one look from you, one text from you. I'm not saying that you should go and text them. I'm just, expressing that they really crave your energy. If you had past lovers, damn, they really crave your energy romantically. If you were ever intimate with them, they really want to do it again. They really want to do it again. They crave it. They can't get over it. It's something that has imprinted on their psyche, imprinted on their mind, and they may like go over it over and over again. So now let's move on to your oracle cards for more additional details on how your absence is felt. So we have something to say. There is something I really want to share with you. I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. And then we have the vengeance, overcoming slights, a choice. Captain, taking command, teamwork. Then we have sixth house. And then we have the tiger. Again, we have the Cancerian energy present here. So the tiger is a very intuitive animal. The tiger hunts at night. Do you guys know that? The tiger is extremely sharp and curious and intelligent. So, what they could miss about you in your absence, I'm sensing that they could be really stalking you. For some of you guys, they could really be stalking you, or like trying to look at where you are, what are your whereabouts, what are you doing. But it's like in a way where you don't find out, because they still have a guard up, trying to look at, trying to quench their thirst or their mental energy with the information about you, like what is pile three's whereabouts, what are they doing, like what are they doing. It's like a cat is taking a flight. She's walking slowly without making any noise and trying to look into, or even like eavesdrop into someone's life and hear what they are saying, what they are doing. So they could definitely be watching you from afar, and there is something to say. So yeah, in your absence, people think about what they would say to you when they meet you next, but they are afraid to make the first move because of what you may have said to them. It could be really obvious that you're going to turn them down. That's why they are waiting. They are waiting that when pile 3 shows up, or when it's safe for them, or when they feel comfortable, then I will say this to them. Or when I figure out what I want to say to them, then I will say I'm sensing like embarrassment with this pile. They are shamed. People are ashamed in your absence. They are ashamed and embarrassed. And this is a very low energy, because it's like they want to hide from you. They want to hide away how much they feel for you. Even like for some of you, I'm getting this sexual energy, this built up sexual energy of how much they are still attracted to you, old lovers, or how much love they have for you, or how much they appreciate you, like even other people, how much they still appreciate you, the people from the past, how much beautiful they think you are, how much attractive they think you are, how graceful they think you are. So they have all these things they know, but it's all like within them. They're not like letting them all out. So in their absence, it's just they keep it to themselves. They think about you, they try to quench their thirst with these thoughts and fantasies about you, but they don't verbalize it to you, they keep it to themselves. And this could even be like a punishment, that I'm gonna punish myself, because they are kind of afraid of taking the accountability, or even like apologizing, because it will be like more shameful. Either gaslighting energy, that they're gonna gaslight you if you talk about it, because they are too ashamed, or they just, they don't know what to do about it. It's just that they're still figuring out what they should say to you, and that's why they just stay silent. But yeah, your absence is huge. It's really, really felt in a huge way. My advice would be to not reach out to such people. That's just my advice, that not to reach out to people, because if someone really has something to say to you, they should build up the courage and go for it, especially if you are the giver type of person, or when they are at fault. Yeah, otherwise, it's just the way it is. That's how it is. Move on with your life. And you are moving on. Like with all the piles today, I think we should keep moving on with our life. So, for the vengeance card, let's read out the message from the guidebook. It says, the tavern is busy, full of conversation, and the bustle of travelers settling for the evening. One figure catches your attention, someone who's not drinking, talking, nor engaging with the rest. They say nothing, but you know that they are watching, waiting for someone to appear, someone with whom they have a deadly score to settle. When the opportunity presents itself, will they let the past consume them, or will they finally accept things for what they are and move on? The vengeance has a choice, and so do you. Though the chains of anger have been giving you the energy to move forward, their weight will eventually drown you. It's time to address those negative feelings and find a healthier way to sustain your drive. Letting go of bad emotional patterns might leave you feeling empty and drained, but you can fill that void with the healthier adjustments that will help you build more positive relationships. So yeah, your absence may even like make people to take revenge from you. That's how triggering your absence is, that this person took all their love away and just removed me from their life. Like, how cruel is that? Don't they know how much I need their energy? It's even like selfish on other people's parts to expect this from you, to constantly be loving towards them when they are not being loving to you. So I think that they could be like really revengeful, and that's why this tiger energy came through, just looking over your moves and trying to find ways to kind of get back into your life or something like that. But with this captain here, in your absence, they may even think about how good of a friend or a partner or a person you are. In your absence, they also feel like they need you, or that you could be of great benefit to them. With the captain and the teamwork card here, I'm receiving the energy that you guys could be someone who is good at many things. We have the Virgo energy appearing twice here. So you know how to do things, you know how to handle your responsibilities, you know how to manage your time, you know how to handle the details of your life and have a disciplined life. and basically you are a very good person who is good at managing their life. You're good at multiple things. You can be of great use to other people. You could be like more intelligent, more smart, have more skills, or have the skills that these people think that would really benefit them, or that they see you and they look up to you as someone who helps a lot of people, who is at service to a lot of people, or who a lot of people look up to, who respect, who are dependent upon you for either your service, your work, how you share your wisdom with others. Because with the Virgo appearing twice here, it feels like the Virgo is all about selfless service. So this pile has a lot of selfless energy, a lot of love, a lot of service, a lot of inspiration to give to other people. But at the same time, Virgo sometimes really has to learn how to set boundaries with other people. So I think that these people could have overstepped your boundaries. They could have not thought about what your needs were or how their actions were impacting you in your life. When you confronted them or when you moved away, you walked away, it angered them. And later on, it created this huge sadness within them of whatever happened. So, yeah, I think that they really see you as a leader, as someone who could be a lot to learn from, who could teach them a lot, who they can learn so much about life, they can expand their horizon with. They could see you as someone who is really good at work. Again, with the sixth house, which talks about health, our work, our daily responsibilities, our daily routine. So, their health could be declining in your absence, or they could not be taking care of it, or they could experience like health issues as purging of negative energies or negative belief systems or behaviors from their body. They could be experiencing health issues or health problems while they see you getting in better health, while they see you becoming more stronger, handling responsibilities better. So their discipline could be something that they would need to work on, or their daily habits maybe not as healthy as they should be because of this resentment that they are carrying, or it could be like even like a karmic effect of what they did or of their actions. So basically, don't seem like they are doing very well. They could feel that they are lonely, they could feel that they don't have as much energy to move forward, they don't feel like they can glow up like you did when you moved on. But it's their responsibility, and everyone goes through ups and downs in our lives. So don't feel bad for this person, because whatever they are going through, it's not your fault. And sometimes even that we can do as empaths is we set boundaries. When we think about ourselves, when we start to learn love ourselves, then other people can very easily like blame us for what's not going right in their life, when in fact they are the ones who should be taking responsibility for that. So in your absence, people feel, with this tiger card, they feel drawn to your magnetic feminine sensual energy. This pile could even like have a very goddess type energy, very sensual energy, very mysterious energy even. They can't figure you out, or even like have a very fit body, or maybe in a very good health. So that's something that they are really drawn to or attracted to or really aspire to have like you. But yeah, just I was saying, with the Knight of Cups and this Tiger card, there's a lot of sensual energy that in your absence they can feel about you, but it's just not something that they can grasp or get hold of. So now let's look at and roll some astro dice for my pile number 3. How is pile number 3's absence felt? Sagittarius and the 10th house. So your absence is like a huge shake up for people. It shakes up their entire life upside down. It's a huge shake up for them, and they may feel like you've just left them to go about and live your life, freed yourself with this Sagittarius sign, and you are busy all the time. They feel like in your absence, they feel like you don't have time for them, and you're really focused on your career, you're focused on a very strict daily habit routine, or a very strict diet plan, or a very successful career, or a very commanding job or work area where a lot of people look up to you, and they just think that they don't have a place in your life and they feel alone. So this is Uranus. We have Uranus here. They think that you're a really detached person, that you have completely detached yourself from them, and that you have big revolutionary ideas, that you're out and about with your unique ideas, with your unique belief systems, you're out and about changing the world. But yeah, they feel this coldness from you, that you are usually a very warm hearted person, but with them you are very cold. It's like you've left them in the desert, you've left them in the cold, and they don't have access to your warmth anymore. And that is what stings them the most, because you are naturally a very warm hearted, empathetic, loving person, and other people get to feel this, other people get to enjoy this. With the Sagittarius energy, you could have expanded your horizon, met new people, made more connections, reached out to more people, gained like more followers or subscribers, or even like had a wider community, or gone out of your comfort zone to increase your community, and even like travel to new places, or traveled far 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 away from this person, that they don't have access to that place anymore. So they feel like you are very distant from them. At the same time, you are creating a huge change in your life, and you leaving has been like a lightning bolt in their life. Just like Uranus energy is like a lightning bolt, unpredictable. So they don't know what you're gonna do next. That's why they are silent and afraid to reach out to you, because you are unpredictable and uncontrollable. You can't be tamed, they can't control you. And in fact, a lot of these people don't even know like how to approach you or what you would do next. That's how much you have changed, or that's how much like intimidated they may be. So let's roll out some charms for you guys. How is file number 3's absence felt? How is file number 3's absence felt? How is file number 3's absence felt? Okay. And we also have this coming out, and also this one wants to come out. So we have this ram here. Yeah, so this is like authoritarian energy, that you have a lot of energy, you can deal with whatever you set your mind to. This also like makes me think of them wanting to just barge into your life and just know everything. That's a desperate energy that they have within themselves, or it's just that you're a very strong person. They see you as a very strong person, a leader type that a lot of people look up to. The star, in your absence, they wish to get over you. They wish that they could create a future, a new reality, or you could be someone who has really moved on really, really well towards a hopeful future with the Sagittarius energy. They kind of wish to do the same, but I'm thinking that, feeling that they are kind of stuck. And then we have this lighthouse. Yeah, so they could definitely be like watching you from afar. Lighthouses are also like a symbol of standing tall, shining your light. We have the Nine of Wands. They see you as someone who's very hardworking, who keeps persevering, but also like in this connection, they could feel like it ended too soon, or they still expect to be in your life, but they do know that you've set boundaries, and it's not gonna happen. They could even, like, some of these people could even wait for you to reach out to them. And with the world here, they think that you have everything, that you are everything, that you are manifesting your dream life, you're manifesting your big life. They also, like, really, for some of you, this message is coming out really strongly. They could even, like, have screenshots or pictures saved off of you, and they really love watching these pictures and fantasize about you. That's really coming through. You could be someone who's, like, really physically attractive. And then this also was coming out. It says I love you, and it's in a cloud. So I think they think about it. They think that they could tell you that they have these feelings towards you, but they don't verbalize it. Like, why do people do that? Pile number 3 is, why haven't people given you the love that you've deserved? Why have they kept it to themselves? Why are people like that? Then we have this beautiful heart. And look, yeah, for some of you, in your absence, people also regret not having you in their life, because if they had you, then they would have, like, the perfect home, the perfect relationship, the perfect marriage, or the perfect friendship where there's a lot of abundance, there's a lot of joy, a lot of happy moments. You guys could make, like, very good wives or husbands. You could, like, be a very good marriage material. Yeah, they really wish to visit you more often. So yeah, there's a lot of, like, nostalgia. This, if I were to explain your energy in one word, it would be a lot of nostalgia that people experience in your absence. And then we have this bat. So this is, like, again, shady behavior. These people could have done a lot of shady behavior towards you, and they think about it at night. It's all coming back to them, and they really want to hide it. They want to hide how much they miss you. They want to hide how much your absence affects them. They also feel like a ghost. They feel like they are invisible to you, that they don't matter to you anymore. Just like the bat is not able to see in the light, your light is shining so brightly, your love is so deep, so warm, that whatever they could have done, they kind of know that they didn't deserve it, but they also feel like they are invisible to you. And because of that, there could be, like, a lot of build up of negative emotions or energy, just like we had this vengeance here, that they may need to let go of, or they may need to process, or maybe processing. So with the Hermit as the first card, they need to do a lot of self-reflection. So your absence actually makes people think about what they did to you in the past, and self-reflect, and go within themselves and ask themselves questions. But yeah, it haunts them. They feel invisible. They feel that they are left alone in the dark. In the night time, they have to think about you, and that's the only thing that they're gonna get. But it's not your fault, because you're a gem. Pile number 3s, and I'm so proud of you. So they really think that you've manifested a lot in your life. You're not gonna let them back in. That's also something that they know. That you are defensive towards them, that you've built, like, this hard shell. You are a calm and loving and composed person, but you have created a lot of boundaries with them, and you're not gonna let them in. No matter what they do, no matter how much time passes, it's not gonna happen. And all they have is to sit with themselves and think about what they did. And the zodiac signs that we have here, we had Cancer, Taurus, Libra, we have Virgo, Capricorn again, Pisces, Scorpio, yes, and we have Sagittarius and Aquarius energy also. So Capricorn is coming through really strongly, and also Aquarius came twice here. So these could be significant zodiac signs for you. And also, like, Capricorn and Aquarius are very cold energies, very cold, distant, rough around the edges. So I think that they feel that you're giving them this cold energy. They feel cold without you, but it's not your fault. Keep moving forward. And pile number 3s, these are all the messages that I have for you. I love your energy, absolutely love it, and I think that you deserve to have people in your life who reciprocate your warmth and loyalty. If you guys enjoyed this reading, please make sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you would like to see more readings like these. And if this reading was of significant help to you, you can also support me through the link in the description box below if you feel like doing that. And I'm so grateful for channeling these messages for you guys today. And I am sending you so much love and light on your journey. I hope that you guys stay blessed, and I will see you in the next video.